we don't empty our Shadow Master areas until somebody actually acquires them. So that
really?
money just sits there. Alright, so beginning of the round, everybody gets a coin. I guess I am going to, for 1, I'm going to teleport here. 2, I'm going to buy for 1. And, oh, I gotta pay, right? For 3, I am going to move out of here.
On my turn, I'll donate so that I get the guy.
Yep.
And then Jeff won't get it because I can't do anything else. And kind of stuck.
Yeah, you just walked into a...
So I haven't done any moves yet, though.
Right.
Do you have to do something?
You have to pay an ether or a gold. But are you saying, like, not do anything? I don't think you have to do a movement. Or you don't have to do an action. And if you could, you just rotate your tile 3 times.
That's what I'm saying. I am going to rotate 1 for an action. Sell for an action to get 3. So I'll need that a little bit. Why do I... Oh, because of the hourglass.
Guess I should just hold it. So it goes on the 3 and it rotates. So that was your second action.
Yeah, I don't want to do anything else.
Alright, so into the round, we do the Shadow Master check. Mickey has the most, so he gains the favor. And we're going to empty out all our Shadow Master donations. When he gains the favor, he becomes the first player. And then also, when somebody acquires him, the oldest agent goes out, and the newest one comes in. It gets substituted out.
Okay. Now, on the... Is it each round that the things rotate on the first buy, or is it just at the beginning of the game?
Only at the beginning of the game.
So once they're in, it's just...
Whenever the Shadow Master gets moved to another player is when the next one switches. So, at the end of the round, we did that. So, it's beginning of the round. I get 1, and Mickey's 1 coin goes to the Shadow Master. And then now, since Mickey has control of the Shadow Master, he's able to move the Shadow Agents.
Do you get to move both, Jeb?
Yep. You can move each of them 1, and if you burn the hourglass on their starting tile, that adds 1 additional movement.
Yeah,
so
okay, and what does the Fu Manchu guy do again? I forget his name.
The doctor is no buying or selling on that tile.
Let's move him over here 1, in case you want that red one.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And let's move the agent over to me so I can go wherever I want.
Thanks.
No problem. And, and I'm first player, Jeb? Is that how that works?
Yes, it is, unfortunately.
Did I sell at the right time so that I had a little bit of money?
You play games too well, Mickey.
That's not true. You're going to still win this game. Alright. I will... What color are those two blocking? Oh, I can... It's whatever there's not there, right?
Yellow and brown.
That one's a multi one, and that's all brown. I am going to teleport here.
So 1.
I'm going to... Two.
Mm-hmm.
3.
And you get a 4th action, because you got Shadow Master.
Forgot about that. That means I can do the buy also.
Yeah.
I will buy for my 4th action, do that, and...
You get a blue from that, right?
I do.
And now it's my go, huh?
It is.
I'll go 1. I'll do that move any, and then get the secret card as my second. And then for my 3rd, I will move... Actually, I'm tied as poorest. I think I'm gonna beg, and since Mickey and I both have the same amount of coins, we're both the poorest, so I only get 1 coin from begging.
See, this is where Jeb will beat me on this game because he remembers these little things that I forget. All right.
Oh, end around comparing.
You have nothing.
Yep. So Mickey
My guy
keeps
has one, and I count the ones that I get from the shadow guy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes it harder until he empties out.
Yep.
Right.
You'll count it, but you won't empty it since you're the winner. Like the person who has the Shadow Master, if they win, then they just.
But I can still donate to him, though, right?
Yes, you can. Yep.
But when he gets to 5, I just empty it.
Yep.
Right.
All right. So Mickey keeps them. So that's the end of the round. Beginning of the next round, I get a coin, and Mickey's coin goes to his Shadow Master. And then, what is it? The next thing is Mickey gets to move the agents.
Nothing to burn there. I think I might leave him. Jeb is still 2 away from him. Although, I could put him all the way on mine if I wanted to. I could burn all those things off. And might not be a bad idea. Let's see. Actually, I think I'll just. Oh, I wish I could move him anywhere I wanted. That would be boss. Let you get an artifact. Anywho, I want to do nasty things to you.
I did not need to hear that.
Alright, I just leave it. Right. I don't want to move anything.
Okay.
So I'm first player, right?
Yep. So you started.
Nah, that's just being jerkish. If you want to know what I was thinking, I was like, wait a second, if I take that back and I move him here, and I go 1-2, and then I teleport over here and rotate so that I can get it to the 1, and then it blocks you. Oh no, I can't rotate it counterclockwise. It doesn't work anyways. Alright, so anyhow, I'm going to move there for 1, 2, 3.
And then rotate it after that. Yep.
And I have 1 more. I'll move back off.
Alright. I guess I am going to go 1, 2, and then 3 to buy this for 1. And that's it for me. So end of round, compare Shadow Master. Mickey keeps him. Next round, coins. Mickey's goes to him. I get mine. And it is Mickey's go. Oh, to move. You can move the people if you want.
The agents can't go in the center, though, correct?
Right, that's
one of the things.
I can go anywhere with the center.
So I'm going to, let's see. He's going to move 1. He's going to move 1 over. Then I will start my turn with the first turn being 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will beg for my second action.
That's dirty.
It's good.
You get 2 coins since you're the poorest.
Yep. And then for my third action,
I don't think I paid my 1 for that. I'm throwing that away.
I will go to third action onto the teleporter, fourth action over to here.
Okay. Oh, wait, that was your turn, so it's mine now, right? So 1, 2, and I'll rotate this.
Oh, I could have rotated some, couldn't I? When I was in the center, is it?
You have to take the action to do it.
Oh, it's it's beg or do the rotate thing.
Right.
It's not both.
Right.
Oh.
It's the rotate and then draw that card is considered the 1 action.
Or beg.
Yeah, and beg is the separate. But yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so that's it for me. End of round, compare, Mickey keeps. Beginning of round, Mickey gets a coin for his master. Sorry.
Oops.
I get a coin. Mickey gets to move the people if he wants to.
What does Jeb need? Where do we put the buying person? This is... we might want to leave it there. I think we'll leave it there. Teleporter guy, he might want to use that though, so that should get out of the way somewhere. Can the agents go on the artifact wheels?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. I'm just gonna, let's see. I'm gonna hop him over one. That at least messes up your turn a little bit. And so on my turn, I will go 1, 2, 3, and buy for 4.
I am going to take that thing again, the action in the center, to move this counterclockwise and draw a card.
Oh my gosh, you have so many powers. That sucks so bad.
And I got 2 left. So, what am I going to do? I'll go 1, 2. And that's it for me. So, end of round. Mickey keeps Shadow Master. Beginning of round, coin.
Now, does it go away instantly?
Yep, it
All right.
instantly.
So he's at 5 coins, so all 5 coins go away.
Yep. And then Mickey gets to move the agents.
I will burn that token on him and move the guy to me. So what I did was burn the hourglass, and that allows this to move to 1, 2.
Yep.
Just for giggles, so we'll move him over 1. No, wait a second. Let's see. Then on my turn, I will teleport to here. 1. Rotate. 2. Burn. 3. Buy. 4. Gets me that. And then we'll make Jeb spend an extra one if he wants to be first, but he's got plenty of money to do it, so
yeah.
If he's gonna get it, he's at least gonna pay extra.
Alright, so for 1, I'm going to pay to buy that. So I get a yellow ether. Then I will go 2, 3, and then I'm going to play a secret card. It's Spectral Speed. If I have a yellow, I can get 2 more actions.
Oh gosh.
So I'll put that over here as a discard. So my first extra action is to pay 1 to get this. And then my next one will be to move here.
Oh my god. You gonna add more actions?
I think I'm going to donate the 2 to him. Donating 2 to the Shadow Master. So that's it for my turn. So we do the comparison. I'm at 2, Mickey's at 1. So I gain him.
His hands.
We discard our things.
What?
All the money we had donated.
Oh.
So he came to me. I get the first player token as well.
And he gets to bring in the...
So the oldest guy was the teleporter.
Right.
So teleporter leaves, and then
this
that
guy comes in, and his ability, the Lost Boy, is the tile that he's on can't rotate and can't be used as the secret gate either. And where did you take that from? This one?
Yep, that one.
So he's sitting there.
Alright, so
So it's beginning of the round.
beginning of the round, Mickey gets a coin for himself now, and I have to pay the master. I can move the people if I want. I'll burn this to move him 1, 2. And then I guess I'll burn that. Oh no, that's good for you. Not burn that. I'll just move him. I'll move him 1. That's a bad tile. Alright, so my go now, right?
Yep.
Alright, so I get 4 actions. So I will go 1, 2, 3, 4 to remove that. And then I will play Spectral Speed again to get 2 more, so I can pay 1 to buy that. And then I get 1.
See, and now he's got all his crap.
And I will move out. So that's my last thing I can do. Here we go.
How many ethers do you have?
I've got 1 blue, 1 brown, 1 yellow.
And there's 4, so he at least needs 1 of something. But I don't know if he needs a multiple color or if he needs to hit the red. So I'm pretty much screwed. Because he's got control of the Shadow Master now. Alright, so since I'm going to lose this game now, Jeb's got all the control, all the cards and everything else. I'll go 1, 2, and beg for money.
Oh wait, you have 1 money. I have 1. You only get 1 coin. We're tied as course.
Oh.
That was all your actions? Is that what you said?
I was here. 1, 2, beg.
Okay. Alright, so end of round. I have 1 for Shadow Master, so I keep him.
Mm-hmm.
Beginning of round, I can
get a coin, you pay the Shadow Master.
Yep. You need the lock. So I guess I'm going to... Okay, what I'll do is I'll burn this and move the... Wait, no, that's counterproductive. Whatever, I'll move him 1, 2 for burning that and just leave this guy here. And then I've got 4 to deal with, so I am going to go 1, 2 to rotate, 3 to buy a red for 1.
I don't know what he needed.
And then...
A lot of these cards aren't one of each different color. I don't know where he needs to go to.
And then my last, I will move here.
I don't like playing this game with Jeb. Alright. Oh, you go first, don't you? I'll use my magic ability to move that artifact counterclockwise 1.
This one?
Yep.
And you
Not
get to
counterclockwise, I said.
And you get to draw your secret card. Watch that be like the best one to screw me over.
Crap! For real? Okay, that's pretty awesome. And then I'll move forward.
This way?
1, 2. Keep going.
Is that everything?
That's it.
Alright, so end of round. I'm still the highest, right? With the Shadow Master. So, beginning of round. Mickey gets a coin. I donate mine to the Shadow Master. I'm going to burn these 2 to move him 1, 2, 3. And then I'll leave that guy there, I think. I was looking at that wrong the entire time.
Yes, he did it again! I don't know why it's so hard to figure the map out on this thing. It seems easy and you always look at it wrong.
Oh, well, it didn't hurt me too much.
But it's funny.
Yeah. Alright, so I have 4 actions. Before I do any of them, I'm using this card, Ritual Invocation. Substitute 1 agent of your choice. So that lets me take this guy out and bring in the teleporter. So I got that for free. And I have the red to use. Next, I'm going to use my other free card, Gear Shift. Rotate 2 tiles 90 degrees in any direction. So I'll rotate that one. And then... Alright, so I've got 4. So my first is to remove this.
That's okay, I moved it the wrong way.
Oh,
silly! See, my mistake screwed you up! That's awesome! I screwed myself over and Jeb just put it back to good for me.
2,
and I'm not letting him take it back.
3, I'll beg for money. And 4, I'll move here.
So you can teleport to your place out? Scumbag.
There we go.
Whatever. I will rotate that one clockwise, I will burn it from my second one, and I will buy it from my third.
That hurt.
That's hilarious.
I didn't realize that until you said it.
I didn't realize it until I was going, oh no, and then went, oh, I was the idiot! And then Jeb double idioted.
2 idiots make it right.
Yeah.
Right? Alright, so you did your turn. So, end of round, I've got 3 in here, you didn't. So I keep him. Beginning of round, Mickey gets a coin and mine goes to the Shadow Master. I am not moving him. I am not moving the other guy either. So they'll stay there. So for 1, I'm going to pay 1 to buy this blue. For 2, I'm going to teleport.
Is he making
here.
sure it's the right thing?
And then 3, I'm going to
escape.
Yeah.
Now let me put those things down properly.
Alright, so I have the 4
Yes,
things.
you do.
For the exit, I have the arrows facing towards
so
the
it's
board.
this one. Hey, we have the same exit.
Really?
Yeah.
And then for my combination, I have 2 blues, a brown, and a red. So I escape.
And Jeb wins.
Whew.
Scumbag.
Yeah, I think stealing him when I did was...
Yeah, it really was. So, well, I'll comment on that in the review. But if you notice, I have the exact pointing the same way, and where I'm sitting on the table, that is actually my exit also. Which in this case, since he had control, was actually good for me, because he wouldn't have put... I know he swapped it out, but when this guy was on the board, I was worried that he just would end up on my exit, although it wouldn't have happened in that case.
But yeah, there's a chance, especially if like Mickey had messed up and I found out his location for some reason.
Right, exactly. But I mean, I was worried about it from a random standpoint. Right. I actually did have all my ether though. I had my 2 blue, my 1 yellow, and my 1 red. I was missing an artifact though.
What was your secret?
I would say that Jeb's advantage in the game was staying in the middle so often. That really bumped up. Those cards are more important than I remembered them. I had a really good one coming up, though, because I did have the blue and I did have the red, and it was a +3 on a buy. Ooh. That's a lot of coins in this game.
Wow.
So I could have just bought almost anything I wanted, or taken advantage. I mean, if I would have +3'd on the Shadow Master, like, that's just free coinage. Yep. I could have taken it back.
There actually is a card in the special cards that can let you steal an artifact from someone. And that's what I thought Mickey had got when he...
The whole Shadow Master thing crossed my mind, guys, when I had this card. I was sitting here when I got this card and I still had all my moves. I thought about moving there. I would have got a 6, but Mickey has no brown. Yeah. If I would have got 6 coins, I could have blown a ton, taken the first player back, and possibly screwed the Jeb a little bit. At least made him have to walk across the board.
Yeah, I saved so much time.
Yeah, with what he did. So, anyways, guys, that's on Her Majesty's Service, a steampunk game in the world of Smog by Cool Mini or Not, and we will clean up and be back with a review in just a second. Okay,
we're back.
That was The World of Smog on Her Majesty's Service by Cool Mini, and I don't think somebody else is involved in it. And it's got
Panache Animations, I guess.
Yeah, and they slurred it all together with this fancy gold writing. Yeah, Jeb's got it on the back.
Yeah.
We have a designer. We didn't say a designer.
I didn't see a name.
I didn't either.
People are like, what are these idiots doing looking at the box so long?
Yeah, well... Oh, wait. Johan.
Oh.
Johan who?
Lemonier.
Yeah, there you go.
Sure.
All right. So, anyways, that was... You watched us play. That was the game. Jeb kick-started it. Jeb, what do you think?
I like it. I've only played it maybe 5 or 6 times, and I've enjoyed it, especially with after playing it, I know how to do stuff now. When you first play it, you're like, I don't know strategies and stuff, but I guess that's with most games. Once you start playing it more often, you get the strategies down. I enjoy it. I like the mechanics. I like the rotating, all the hourglass things. You can mess with people, and then the special action cards help you. Like it's that secret element that people don't know if you're going to mess with them or if you're going to boost your own stuff. Like me getting the +2 actions, that helps a lot.
And you got 2 of those. That
yeah.
hurt.
So
yeah.
I like it.
Yep. I agree with most everything Jeb said. This was a Kickstarter that I looked at and was happy that he backed. I don't know why I didn't back it, but a couple of the points that Jeb mentioned, like I thought when I saw it on Kickstarter that the rotating parts of the mechanic of the board and everything was really cool. I didn't know really how the game played, but I just saw that and I was like, oh, that's got to be a neat element. Anytime you get to change stuff, I think that's kind of cool. So I was glad that he kickstarted it, and then the first time I played it, I was like, oh wow, they got a good little thing here. I don't know if it sounded like when we were describing it, if it sounded complicated or not. Really, when you sit down to play though, once you've got those few actions down, and even the extra ones that you don't use a lot, it comes natural. It really does. There 4 of the actions are pretty much main actions.
Yeah,
I would say the move, the rotate, buy, and then the clear.
Yeah.
Those are the ones you're going to use the most, and they really do come natural after you've played it just a little bit. And like Jeb said, once you've played it a few times, you get into strategy. I thought I kind of had a strategy and got screwed anyways. It really hurt when he took the Shadow Master at the end of the game. But overall, yes, I think this is a different game to add to your collection that's, I don't even know what I'd compare it to.
I just think of it as like one of those one-of games, because there's not tons of, there are no expansions out of this. The only extra content they have is from the Kickstarter, where you would get a few more agents and a few more gentlemen. And even the gentlemen, there's nothing that's different about them.
Yeah, the gentlemen just are your characters. The agents can do different. The different things. If you like painting, it's cool mainly their quality. Yeah. If you're into the painting stuff, it's nice that the bases already come colored, in my opinion. Yeah. I like that. If you're a painter, I don't know if that irritates you or not, but paint over it then.
How much I've painted, I thought it was a good, break from having to paint the full mini, because these are just busts of the characters. In the Kickstarter, there was an add-on where you could actually get a full miniature.
I like the bust. I think it's different. I like it. What was I just going to say? I forgot what I was just going to say. But anyways,
one thing we wanted to talk about was the number of players in the game.
Yes.
We played a 2-player game, and you saw that, and for that, I don't know if
Had you played a 2-player game before?
I don't think so.
I don't think you. I don't remember you telling me to. So that's actually we actually played with either 3 or 4 the other times that we played, and I would recommend it with the 3 or the 4 more than the 2. Not that the 2 wouldn't be fun, but I think you see a totally different dynamic when there's that one more player moving around the board, changing the gears, potentially having to watch out to getting the Shadow Master.
Yeah, the Shadow Master thing is a big deal when it's more than 2 people. With me and Mickey, it's just like, oh, I look over Mickey, do I think he's going for it? No, then I'm not going to worry about it or whatever. So I didn't even think about it half the time after I got him. So.
Yeah, so, and he really makes a big difference in the game. If you watched the whole playthrough, you saw the second that I lost him and Jeb, there was no way I could challenge him. All I could make him do was spend a little extra money. I knew he was going to take it because he had enough coins and he knows how important it was. It was a no-brainer. Unless he had been totally done and it was like, there's no way that Mickey can block me, then that would have been the only thing that might have been like, oh, I'm not going to do this.
That's exactly that was my whole logic through the game. Like, Mickey read me completely. Like, if I was going to win without it, then I wouldn't have taken it. But I needed him to get some of that stuff pulled off.
Yeah, and again, you saw like the money's pretty important too, and it gets sucked up quick.
Yep.
You notice both of us didn't even. If we would have had a ton, you probably could have got some of your ether and stuff without caring. But you really want to hit those things for the one. Even the two's not terrible if you got a little bit of extra, but you can't do anything without the coins. So.
Yeah, I feel like you have to be super desperate to buy at a 3 or a 4.
Or you have to have a ton.
Yeah.
I mean, like that one card that I had that I didn't get to use.
Oh yeah, if you had gotten 6 off of that,
or a 7,
yeah.
I mean, then you can waste on especially if it's your last ether or whatever. Not a bad thing. So and all the components are really good. It's a super thick board. The gears are thick. The plastic and the miniatures are quality.
The gold on the box is really pretty. I like that design.
Yep. And the character sheets they're plain old character sheets. They don't need to be extra thick though. They really don't do anything except tractor ether. So and quality art too. If you like the whole steampunk, all the pictures and stuff with I forget what they call it, but the old time kind of photo looking stuff is all pretty cool. But all that being said, what didn't you like about it?
I guess the first thing that I wasn't a fan of was the Kickstarter itself. When I did it, I got a lot of extra like minis and stuff like that, and when they sent it out, that stuff was in like a little thing. It wasn't even like a box. It was just like a little cardboard thing with the plastic stuff, and
you have nowhere to put it.
Exactly. You can't put it in here. There's no room for it. This really, it has everything set up nicely that for what's in the box fits well in it, but anything extra you can't.
So if you go by retail, you're okay, but if you go on eBay and buy your full Kickstarter collection, expect to get stuff that you can't fit in the box.
Yep.
All right.
So, that was my biggest thing. For gameplay, I didn't really notice too much bad stuff, but having looked online, there is one of the secret cards that people think is overpowered, and it's the one that lets you steal an artifact from another player. And I think it's a pretty cheap cost card, and somebody said if you can get 2 of them, I think there's 2 in the thing. If you can get 2, then you can swing the game.
I don't even know that we saw that.
Yeah, we did.
But I would have to, in any of the games that we played, I would have to agree. I would probably take those things out. Having played the game, just listening to Jeb talk about it, you work so hard to get to those artifacts, and if somebody doesn't have to work to get, that's like I guess you could say in the balance it could be, the flip side of it is somebody that was way behind could all of a sudden be in the running. You could look at it like that. Unless I had like 10 or 15 plays under my belt, I would have to agree that sounds a little overpowered to me.
Especially if you had drawn it in the situation where you had 3 and I had 4. If you played it, Mickey would have been the one winning, and then I would have to like spend all my efforts to try to get the.
Yeah, that would have instantly tied us because, well, I don't know at that point. It looked like we both had the ether. I don't know if he needed one more on the one turn or whatever, but point is, that's really powerful.
Yeah.
I mean, I almost feel like something like steal an ether from somebody would be a little more balanced than steal an artifact.
I think people said for what they do to resolve it is they either take it out of the game, like you said, or I think somebody mentioned you actually pay your ether to play that card, so it's not like a free.
So that means you have to either build it up or it has to be the ether that you don't need. Those are good ideas.
Yeah.
We didn't hit it, but that's a good point. I can't think of too much that I don't like about it, to tell you the truth. I think that the gameplay seems solid. It also seems like it should have good replayability. I guess the only thing would be it's not as flashy as some of the other games. I mean, true. If you don't like the looks, you might not. I'm a visual person, so if a game looks dull, I mean, somebody's going to have to own it and get me to play before I'll be like, oh, that's awesome.
I feel that's like why this game isn't
as popular.
Yeah, because when people look at the box, they're like, it's
not
like
all bright and
dark
colorful.
and old-timey and stuff like that.
But it's really not a dark game.
Right, like that doesn't really do much.
So I wouldn't. I don't think there's a whole lot of downside on my list.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess the only thing for me would be I'm just not very good at using the Shadow Master. I mean, I took it right away this time just because I saw how important it was.
Yeah.
But but that's just a personal thing. I don't think my strategy is that good yet.
I guess the one thing is, like, if somebody's played this like 10 or 15 times compared to somebody who just started,
that's a good point.
You could wreck.
I guess that's what I was trying to say. If a new player coming into this game, unless they're really, really strategic, that's a good point. That would be a downside of this game. Either everybody is brand new, or middle of the road, or all experts.
If you're an expert, then I would say tailor your gameplay to what you're playing against.
Yeah, let the people catch up a little bit.
Yeah, be nice, I guess. I know some people.
That's what I was trying to say. Jeff brought that's actually a really good point. It's not it's not scaled well that way to keep it even all the time. The strategy is pretty important in it. But other than that,
I think it's a fun game to have and play. I mean, I don't. It's not the first thing I go to, but I mean, if I don't mind pulling it out every once in a while and playing it. So.
I agree, and easy to come back to. I haven't played it for a while, and as soon as Jeb went over it, I was like, oh yeah, I remember how this works. So, anyways, so another thumbs up game that off the Kickstarter again, cool mini or not, and
one thing, I think they're doing a new Kickstarter sometime this year or early next year. That's of the same world, but I don't think it's
tied into this at all.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
So that's something you can look forward to, I guess. See what they come out with next. But.
So there you have it. The first episode of Season 2 of Booze and Boards. And...
let us know any suggestions you have. We tried to upgrade some of our stuff. We got the intro colored now, so it looks a little better than it did before.
What are we planning for next episode?
Episode 2 is Warhammer Quest, I believe. Okay. Yeah, so that one, that has a whole story to it.
Yeah, we'll wait for the story.
Yeah. But that'll be the next one.
And don't forget, for episode whatever, for fan pick. Episode 6 is fan pick, so start putting in your suggestions now.
I think we have a couple left over from last season, but we would like to get some new ones thrown in the mix.
Yep. So. All right. So until next time, see you later.
Bye. Boards and Booze, Booze and Boards with Mickey and Jeb.